What's going on? I don't know if anybody anticipated this, but we on time today. We's on times today. Yes, we's are. What's going on, Francisca? Doing? I missed you guys. I didn't get the chance to go live yesterday. Well, we got it lined up today. Got another live I'm going to do at 7. I sure is. I have to catch up on emails. Shout out to Lene Stacks. I have not forgotten about you. I got your email. I'm going to respond to it today. Lord have mercy, y'all. You have to sometimes just look up to the heavens and say, God, help me balance out this stuff in my life. And he will do just that. So I wanted to get to a point where I can still do some great content, work. I have to keep everything in perspective. But that's where we are now. That's where we are. Because I want, the Lady Luck Club to grow. As you guys see, I have my second channel chimed in so that I can get that second channel growing. So you guys make sure you check out Tommy G Raw and Real. That is my second YouTube channel. I have to get some traction going over there before, they say, oh, you're not doing anything. It's imperative. So, y'all, I wanted to do a live on, and if you guys coming in, as you come in, hit the like button. Hit the like button. I wanted to do a live on Uncle Mo TV. He went to FDMG. He did a tour. You guys know the last live where we looked at some photos and videos. Uncle Mo TV hopped into our fantastic chat here in the Lady Luck Club and gave us some exclusive videos and photos, to which a few of them we were able to play. And then he finally got his whole video that he's done compiled and completed. And we're going to check out the actual tour. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club. Hit the like button. We're trying to get likes up. We're trying to get the engagement up, the views up. So as you come in, hit that like button and speak to everybody in the chat. Feel free to converse, leave your questions, thoughts, comments, concerns, yays, nays, and amens in the chat. I appreciate it. 3 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button as you guys come in. Shout out to Francisca. I appreciate your support up in here. I know this notification takes some time to get out, but in the meantime, while it's getting out, I want to go ahead and play. Hey, T. Davis, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Y'all didn't know I was going to come live at 4 o'clock. I said I would. That's part of me trying to make sure that I give you guys the great content you deserve. And, brush up on, increasing the views and getting this information out, engagement out, reaching out to the masses. Hard to do that when you can barely do a live or do a video. I don't know if you guys saw the 2 videos that premiered last night regarding Candace Owens, because she's a whole Lord. That girl's a whole topic by herself. We're actually going to check out a watch party of Filibuster did. I think that's the name of the channel. It's Filibuster or Filibuster. He did a video becoming Candace, because she wanted to do becoming Brigitte. Keep messing with this lady in France. So, YouTuber Filibust. We'll find out at 7 o'clock. Did a video on her becoming Candace, and I want to do a watch party on that. So yeah, great video last night, lady. Candace is seriously crazy, and she is losing her mind. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try my best, depending on what time we get done. What I've been doing is going into her live stream and then leaving comments and then screen recording it. So that's what you all saw. The 2 videos that I premiered last night is me being in her live stream. leaving comments and stuff in real time because it's like no one is in there like fact checking. They're not asking questions. They're just kind of going with whatever she says. And the way she does it is she try to make it seem as if, well, here's this information here. I'm gonna throw out a bone. And then she waits for turning point or someone to try to, respond to her, which is something they need to stop doing because they're feeding into her nonsense. But they'll respond, and then she'll say, "See, I told you all. I was telling the truth. The text messages still didn't see a date in the text, but yet they came out and said, yeah, the group chat was true, but she's still taking it out of context when it comes to Charlie's belief on being pro-Israel. Like that's how she does it. She throws out a bone, and then she waits for them to respond and say what they're going to say, and then she twists it up and says, "See, I told you all they were lying. Oh, I told you all they were telling the truth." If they didn't respond, it wouldn't even she wouldn't have anything to feed off of. Just like with the Israeli prime minister. Well, he's lying by omission. He's leaving out parts of the letter. Okay, he posts up the full 7-page letter. Guess what she says? Well, can we check the email on that? How do we know that it was email? How do we know he even drafted the email? How do we know someone didn't hack it to his computer? So based on whatever the response is, she then takes that and then tries to twist it up. And depending on what fits her narrative, she either agrees or disagrees with it. But she's not putting out the full, like this whole arsenal or whatever she thinks she has. Just post out the stuff, Candace Owens. You waiting? Oh, in case I die, they have the permission to. Why? First of all, why are you speaking that? You're supposed to be a Christian. You understand life and death is in the power of your tongue. Why are you even speaking that? Secondly, didn't you say you hired more security? Third of all, you're only hopping on this to get views and to make money here. None of this is helping with the investigation. None of this is helping with the case. You're out here, you got people on wild goose chase looking for older men with, ponytails and man buns. It's so crazy. It's so man, it's just not enough that can be said about that. So we're going to check that out at 7. We're going to do a watch party on that Becoming Candace. And I might just hop in and do a live while she's live, but do it in real time. And you guys can tune in while I go hammer time in on her chat. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going hammer time in her chat. She's so ridiculous. Right. They just sit there like zombies allowing her to say untruthful things. Exactly. Millions of people watching her. No one is challenging her in real time in the chat except me. I think Mr. Farmer is enjoying watching his wife make a fool of himself. Where he is also feeding in her madness. Dude, you know what? That's a good question, Francisca. Who knows? What's going on, Lance? I don't know what real man would allow his wife to just have this obsession, unless, like you said, unless he knows she's just doing this for content. I was trying to get my British accent on. No, she's just doing this for content. It's just content, dear. And this is not serious. You're just doing this for the show. Is it not? Is it not for the show? It's for the show? Okay. Then the children and I will be upstairs. Come up if you're ready for tea. Like, how did I do, Francisca? How's my accent? Is it on point? Do I need to brush up on something? It's all for content. It's all for content, dear. It's for content, dear. It's just a show. Well, if it's for the show, then I don't mind at all. Man, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Y'all, that's all that is. It's just, oh my God. I can't take Candace seriously right now. And she refused to just, for the sake of Erica Kirk, talking about everybody's grieving over there at Turning Point. Yes, they are, Candace. You're right. They are grieving. You're absolutely right. Yes, your British accent is good. Thank you, Francisca. Oh, Lance said, Lord. If it's all for content, then it should be a big deal. It's fine. It's fine. Well, you know, my wife, she does what she does. You know, she makes seven figures. Who am I to complain? A lot of offenses. That's all right. I'm gonna take some lessons. Man said, "Don't lie to me." Oh man, you know what? I absolutely adore the British accent. Idris Elba. Yum yum yum. All right, moving on. Y'all ready? We're getting ready to check out the tour from Uncle Bo TV. Shout out to him. I've already dropped the video link in the chat, so make sure you guys go over to Uncle Bo TV. He's got over 350,000 supporters. Look, it's some insane number. Look at 574,000. Oh my god, I was off. 574,000 subs, including myself. I'm one of them. So make sure you guys go and show him some love and support. It's always an honor to have other fantastic content creators come in and check out, you know, your lives. And I mean, I hate that I missed his on this one, but I have, you know, I have to work during the day, so that's why I'm doing it now. And then, of course, if Candace is live by the time we're done checking this out and going through some more of that lawsuit, I'll do another live and go hammer time in on her chat. All right, let's get to it. You guys put a one in the chat if you can see it here. Let's go.
Get out and get up close. I want to see the neighborhood that he's always down in, to see how it is and what's the actual feel, and to give the people that a lot of us ain't even believe it exists, but to see where he chose the location to actually put the school at, and to see how these people going to be able to support him and the school, because he still ain't put together a viable plan on how he's going to be able to sustain the school and make it affordable for the people that he claimed that he want to save. Because obviously, if he's saying we get miseducation in the public school system, which I don't agree with, I don't disagree with. That's not to say I don't think the education system in America is the greatest, but
yeah, I'm so glad he's saying that. Check out his hoodie. Donations forever, FDMG never. But I'm glad he's saying that. I mean, you talking about running essentially a business, you know, whether it's a nonprofit or not. How are you going to generate revenue to pay teachers and staff, to pay for insurance, to pay for retirement plans? You know, believe it or not, teachers have some of the best retirement packages. Aside from, like, you know, police officers and firefighters. I mean, teachers have fantastic retirement packages. How are you going to pay into a retirement fund for these teachers? You don't want to accept government funding. You don't want, you know, corporate sponsors or donors or anything like that. You just want to rake the coals of hardworking, you know, low income families. Some of these parents might be single parents. You just want to take their money all day, every day. So, and then the ones that do have money, like Charlemagne and, you know, the other one, Thunkhead, Mark Lamont, they will never send their kids to those schools. So, you know, you're just giving him money out of charity just to keep people from calling them hypocrites because they want to sit here and defend them. Okay, well, fund them. You're going to defend him, then fund him. You give him all the money he needs so he can stop asking people who are broke, working hard, living check to check every day to donate to his PayPal and Cash App. No, you call Mark Lamont and tell him to give you the money. Stop asking everybody else. It makes no sense. But how would you pay the teachers and staff? How would you pay those bus drivers to drive that little weird ass bus? Saw a picture.
Give us a plan.
That bus.
Give us a plan and show us how to work and actually put something together that actually makes sense and that's actually attainable.
Oh, the bus.
All right, now back to the trap.
That bus. Hey, Asia.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Gonna let the ancestors worry about all that. I hope he's not gonna make them work for less because he said they don't need to have degrees to teach. Yeah, he won't be able to afford staff and teachers because they're not gonna work for free either.
Too, but I'm right here at the rock, as you can see.
I'm live on my phone. That video's up.
Try to take a selfie.
Okay, I think he took a photo on that rock, the painted rock.
I tried to take a selfie and fuck that shit up. But as you can see, this is the school, man.
Look at that, man. You can see that it hasn't been no upkeep, no nothing. It's not even clean. It haven't even been touched. It's just mold and mildew and algae just all over that place.
That's the address, 16.
Look at that light, broken. Terrible.
Yep.
All you see is dirt and grime and mold.
A safety hazard.
All over it. No upkeep, no pride. He didn't even take pride in this school. Even if he couldn't get it up and going, he didn't even take pride to keep the appearance on the outside clean.
Ooh.
Umar's not a boss. He is not.
This don't look like he was saying they said that. I mean, somebody disrespected, like the dog shit all over it. But
yeah, Umar is simply listed as executive director on the tax forms. Now, in the analysis where I did the comparison between I Promise with LeBron James School and pulled up those tax documents, it was a huge, significant difference. And once I Promise finishes up their tax documents, they typically file around November every year. So by the end of November in the next month, mid-November, around November 15th, that's when I Promise files their tax returns, because you can get an extension, right? And so we should be seeing the tax returns for 2024 for the I Promise school from LeBron James School around November 15th of next month. So we'll be able to see an updated comparison between the tax forms completed by a real, legitimate, authentic school versus FDMG. Big difference. Big difference.
It's an abandoned building. Like I said, you see all the grime and dirt.
But this is the school. Well, it's the building. That's his main heart.
Now look at that. Let's go back for a second and look how filthy it is over there. Look how filthy.
That's right, Asia. We're gonna pull up the post from the Mademoiselle. She actually did a FOIA request, and there are no documents on inspection reports. Shout out to the Mademoiselle for doing the FOIA request. They have nothing on file to produce for inspection reports and permits applied or anything. We'll go to that post after this.
Disgusting it is over there in that corner, and all it took is a simple broom.
I mean, somebody disrespected, like the dog shit all over it. But
you see that the building is deteriorating right in front of us. You see all this up in the corners and stuff. You probably can't see my pointers, but I'm like, it's trash everywhere. You see the trash in that back corner?
As you can see, look like somebody.
And this is why the city charges a vacant property tax, because they need you. They want you to do upkeep. They don't want stuff like this.
Sleeping back here. But this is the school.
See that?
Well, it's the building. That's his main heart and joy. He slapped the sign on. You see something?
That's crazy.
What is it? Monday morning there should be school activity. Nah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't a school. It's a what you call it? It's some trap houses that he done got the bando. And like I told y'all when I came here Friday or Saturday, whatever it was, the other day, it was he slapped some paint on here, straightened up one side of the street, but you could tell there ain't been no activity here. So, and
can someone tell me why anyone would volunteer to waste fencing to put up that fence, but they didn't clean up the yard? They didn't clean up anything. Y'all look at this fence. This fencing is relatively new, but yet they couldn't take care of the rust on the actual handrail or the ADA ramp for wheelchairs to be able to have some accessibility. under ADA law. What do you understand the priorities and how ass backwards they are? He didn't even think, Umar didn't even say to the guy, hey, I don't need fencing right now. I really need that ADA ramp cleaned up. Can you please take care of the ADA ramp? Maybe put up a new handrail or something. Can we get that upgraded a little bit? This fencing does what?
He got bags of trash and everything. Like, you see, he spent this money on these cameras and shit that look like he probably got from like eBay or Walmart or something. But he got bags of trash just thrown there. Even on his I don't know, his Earl Manigault gymnasium, he got vines and stuff growing up it and vegetation. One thing I ain't noticed out there is a dumpster, because if you got a commercial business, you gotta pay for the trash to be thrown out yourself. And I noticed he don't got a dumpster out there. And if you notice, when he tried to do his updates after I went to the school, he showed a bunch of trash and shit inside of the gymnasium. So about he moved the furniture over there from the school. If that's all the furniture you got in the school, it's gonna take a while before you open up. But I noticed that when I went back, like, he had bags of trash behind the fence, and I'm pretty sure he put this fence up so people can't walk around and like look in there and see he ain't doing shit with the school. But the fence is pretty new.
Put money into
it is new.
Anything worth
money on a fence.
A damn.
They're not picking up trash.
Black children matter.
That's right.
But he ain't open the school. He just took the money.
You know, it's crazy.
Doing bare minimum, exactly.
A damn.
In this Miro, he talk about snow bunnies. Never. And if you a black man that dated a snow bunny or married one, that's because you secretly hate yourself and want to be white. But you name your school after Frederick Douglass, who married a white woman. It don't matter how many kids he had with his wife before that. From what we know in history is that he married a white woman. So that's just kind of ironic that you named the school after him. And then the only other thing.
Y'all didn't know Umar was a walking contradiction and pyramid scheme unto himself. Are y'all just not finding that out? Umar is a whole contradiction. We've already heard from people who have spent time with him directly. He is one person in front of that camera and a totally different person when he's not in front of the camera. And he's a whole pyramid scheme. Those contribution packages that he wants people to pay into every month, it strictly goes straight to his PayPal, which goes to some bank account out there somewhere that does not have anything to do with FDMG. Because he still has yet to prove that a bank account was even frozen to begin with. And we all know he doesn't give anybody any money. So him starting something out was saying, I was going to give my brother some money. That was a lie.
And that's ironic is Marcus Garvey. He did it more than what this fool did. But he was also brought up on charges of scamming when they say he got them boats that wasn't ready for him to go over to Africa with it and got deported out of America. And just crazy, those the names he picked, you know. And then he picked Nat Turner, who was a preacher who led the rebellion and stuff. Like, all three of these men did more for Africans, Americans, and Americans, period, than what this dude have ever done for his own children. Think about it.
Black children matter. But he ain't opened the school. He just took the money from him.
Yep.
As we said, black children matter. That's what's painted on his mirror. Like I said, it looked like he put some money into this side, but that's to keep the facade up. But you can tell somebody ain't cleaning up out here or nothing, because it's feces and stuff on the floor that ain't been cleaned.
And that's another thing when I noticed, and that was like right in the front of the school. There was dog poop out there. And when I seen the feces, it had like mold on it. So you could tell it sat there for a while.
You could clearly see that like I said, on this high school, they didn't even touch that joint. You can look at the steps like.
And let me give you a word of advice, Umar Johnson. Jermaine, you could have power washed them steps. You could have power washed a lot of that stuff and knock it off. They got stuff called things like house wash or some shit like that, and they got wet it and forget it at Home Depot. Hook it up to the water hose, and they would
Yeah, I mean, you could power wash it first, but you got to have it treated, because black mold, it thrives in moist environments, and because Umar is raggedy as hell, that would have to be treated down to the foundation, and wherever the source of wherever it's growing, wherever that water is coming from, that would have to be addressed. It could be a huge leak in some pipe somewhere. I mean, it rains all the time, but the fact that they're not treating this black mold that's growing up, and you see the boards still on the windows. So wood rot plus black mold plus moisture equals a bunch of bacteria and shit that Umar probably could not spell or even recognize upon the naked eye to save his life. So this is why you have the city come in and do inspections and people who are trained and licensed to be able to inspect this and to say what the recommendation should be to treat and clean this up. Why don't he just let the buildings go back to the city of Wilmington? Because he clearly has no intention to do anything with it. It's like a waste of space at this point. Umar, you a moron.
It could have cleaned a lot of that stuff off, a lot of the mold and stuff that you got on them steps, and you'd be out there shooting videos. So like the paint that you had these people donate to you,
exactly.
And so you could paint the rock and stuff. You could have donated a little $20 to get you some of that washer and clean that off. That way, when you sit on them steps, you ain't getting none of that black mold on your dashiki. You know,
ain't even power wash. The windows are boarded up. You see,
and you can see that them windows been boarded up for so long that you could see the dirt and filth and mold that's pouring out of the school. Look at that. You see, you look close, you see all of that growing out of the school, the vegetation and everything.
The windows are boarded up. You see, windows boarded up. Like somebody said, that downward spout. That's what I wanted to come back and look at. They said that downward spout was fucked up. But yeah, none of this stuff worked.
Yeah, cobwebs all on the doors.
It's a hangout spot. And
then on his baby, if you look right there, he don't even got the gutter coming all the way down to the bottom, which he could have went to Home Depot and bought the extension if it fell off or whatever may have you, and had to go down. But you can see the grime and the gunk and the dirt and probably mold by now growing on the side of the building right there.
Sprinkler system failed. And somebody said something about the paint on it. Like, yeah, now that I'm looking at it a second time, a little closer, it do look like mold or something is trying to seep through. You know? And then look at
this is crazy.
Back here, it's a Boys and Girls Club and shit. See? Everybody looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, you see at the school, this shit is all boarded up. Boarded up. Boarded up. That's it. I can see how the city would find him because they got over 800 vacant properties. And if you're not taking care of the properties, then it's an eyesore. I ain't said, look at this. You see the mold coming off of it? Like
that's so gross. I mean, it's got a smell in there. Y'all imagine how bad it smells?
See, the pipes and everything ain't even connected.
Nope.
Vegetation growing on the side, vines all up here.
Through the building.
They got barbed wire. I'm pretty sure that's to protect the Boys and Girls Club. That's on the other side and not Umar Johnson trap houses.
What a crackhead's lady.
See that?
Through the building foundation
all of these cut off joints.
It's growing through it.
Maintain. You can tell this is, I don't know why people would cut through here. But
y'all look at this. Y'all see how this starts right here? If you can see my green arrow right here, I want you all to follow the trail of the green arrow as I start at the bottom of the building and go up. Now, you think it's disappearing right here in this space, but it's not. It's growing into the wall. Do you all see that? Look at this area right here. Into the wall. So where you think it's disappearing and it's just, it magically reappears. No, it's growing into a crack or space inside of the wall. Put a 1 in the chat if you could follow the green pointer where this vine is growing into the wall of the building. Look at that. Put a 1 in the chat if you see this. That empty space right there is proof. The vines are growing into the foundation, into the walls. Y'all see how it's not like it's glued on it. It's growing in it and comes back up and resurfaces out of the wall. That's one whole vine. If you can follow my green pointer, I want to make sure y'all can see that. It's growing in the wall, people. You see that? Start at the bottom. Let's go up. And then it branches off like timelines and parallel universes. because Umar is an alien from outer space. Now it comes into the wall here, and then it comes back up out of the wall. It goes in through the cracks. That's how this is growing. So you see these little spaces where it starts off at the bottom, grows in, or it comes down, branching from the top, and then you see it disappear and reappear in certain spots because it's growing underneath the wall. I caught this in the last video we saw. I said, I can't believe this is going inside of the foundation. It is. Because it's going to grow wherever it has room to grow. And that's what's happened here. This wouldn't be stuck up here on the wall by itself. No, it's all connected. It's just underneath the wall. It's crazy.
They cut through there. You can see the path. Probably getting messing with
the concrete is something else
back there.
What's up, Nidra? Everybody.
You like luggage and stuff back there. So you see that trash? All that trash and residue. Like
I would be scared.
These vines and stuff been on this gate so long, they done died and stuck there. It's like a wall of filth. Graffiti.
Yeah, this is how it.
That's another thing I noticed watching the replay of this. You see, like, some windows are boarded up and some windows are bricked in. That's not good. It don't even look like it's enough windows on this school for the children.
It's actually looking.
Look at that.
Yeah. This is the behind the scenes. Look at that. Those spider webs on there.
See the spider webs, trash, bricks done fell off the building. Where these loose bricks come from?
Inside these buildings working.
Exactly.
Animals.
And there was one part I didn't know I wasn't recording. There's like luggage out there and everything. Rubber gloves.
Real school across the street. But yeah.
Like a daycare sign across the street.
This is why the city getting on them.
Look at that. Building all boarded up, trash, weeds growing out of the ground. It's like 3 different tones of paint on
the
it.
Man been stealing from the community.
Lady Luck. Lady Luck LLC. Is that the magic school bus you was talking about? Look at that thing there.
Uncle Mo TV.
Look at that thing there. Rusty rims. Listen, that's the Untumbe Warrior bus. It got Mitch Max tires and everything.
Oh man, look at
that lady. Look, is that the magic school bus?
Like they said, somebody.
This right here is real disgusting. Look at this part.
Let me say this. Shout out to Miss K for the photos. Miss K for the photos. This was the same live where I was able to show the photos from Miss K and the video and photos sent from Uncle Mo TV. And one of the Umar supporters was in the chat. Y'all remember James Miller? Bless his heart. He came into the chat. Jesus loves the trolls as well, okay? He said he's not a troll, but he still has yet to present any evidence to me via email. Just as an FYI. He did not email me any vendor information at all. But one of the things that I asked James to do is, okay, if that's not Umar's bus, then are you willing to admit that Umar lied about having buses? Because Umar Johnson himself, the Oompa Loompa from outer space, stated while he was sitting in a car crying about life and lack thereof because he doesn't want to get a job, that he has buses. He said that several times. We have buses. So I challenged James, as I challenged all of the Umar Tardians, to present evidence. Debunk me on it. If Umar Johnson said that he has buses, where are those buses? If not, then you would be forced to admit that he lied about the buses to the Umar Tardians, because every other person here on earth that has a brain and that are normal, same-minded individuals, we all know he's lying like hell. But for the Umar Tardians that believe every word that Umar says still after 11 years with no school, either you can present evidence to show the buses he has, or you're going to have to say he lied about the damn buses. Now, would you all want to say that your cult leader lied about some buses? Umar Tardians, do you really want to call Umar a liar? because we dare you to do it. See, it's of no consequence if an Umar Tardian says, you know what, Umar lied about the buses. He doesn't have buses. It's of no consequence to me. But they're scared to say the truth or to provide evidence. I'm still waiting on vendor invoices and information, James Miller. They're scared to do it because they don't have it. Yeah, they don't have it.
All right. Let's bring it back some. Bring it back, DJ. The Magic School Bus. But look at the side of the school that's coming up that I ain't even peeped before. I peeped it. Look at that. If he want to counter that that's not black mold, like a lot of my subscribers is telling me, that he going to have to tell me that's the tar coming off the roof. Like if that's how it's looking there, I can imagine how the inside of the roof look.
Oh, man,
I can imagine how the inside of the house looking like, even though he said he put a new roof on there in one of his videos. So if that's the case, it should not be pouring down like that, you know?
Like they said, somebody said something, that's why I had to come back out here.
Look at all the trash.
The spouts and shit. So you see the raw.
Look at that. Look at that. All of that. Disgusting. He missing the handrails. You see where they used to be at. This is state of the art. Remember, he said state of the art is a blessing to have them. He said it's a blessing to have them. State of the art. People wanted them. They're jealous.
Stuff coming down.
When Lord Jamar told him he needed help because he got the wrong real estate. Look at that. We could go on and on and on. That you see the algae, the mold, the pipes that's at the bottom don't even look like the right pipes. They look like regular PVC pipes at the bottom. They should be like iron pipes that's going into the ground or something better than that. Like that's like, and then they act like somebody came and stole it. Who the hell got a ladder to get all the way up there to steal that?
I had to get the up close and depth look. I'm starving. Need some.
Look how black that mold is. Look how black that mold is right there. It almost looked like paint. He could have just painted the building black.
And guys, like I told y'all before, motherfucker got a liquor store right on the side of his masterpiece.
Yeah, you need a drink to be there.
Yeah. He said state of the art when he was on Lord Jamal shit. That's the only thing state of the art he got is this fucking painting that he put himself in. Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all in depth. And that's 601. I gotta look that up to see how much he paid for that. I seen these two came up. It was 400,000. I don't know he got it with a coupon deal or what. Like I told y'all, nobody ain't been out here to clean because. See?
Ain't that door though?
Bedford Stuyvesant, the lobby's one.
You know, I had to get the view in front of that,
Can't see
the trap door.
Tenant.
And who puts mirror tints on a future school?
Dark.
You see that? I got right up close on it. You cannot see nothing but your reflection.
Yeah, that those
the
windows
but your
are
reflection
a danger, man. Look at
It's
that.
tenant dark. You can't.
Two-way
He
mirror.
ain't even cut the bushes.
Even Famer2 pointed that out in his video. Two-way mirrors. I mean, those type of mirrors you expect to see in an interrogation room, but never in a school building. Do you know what that would do psychologically to those children? It will feel like they're prisoners inside that building.
It's on the side.
Man,
you can walk down the ramp and paint the handrails.
I don't know why he on that mural. For clickbait, as you can see. Well, I still got like a 4.5 hour drive ahead of me.
Shout out to you.
But yeah, we done walked around the whole trap. Y'all was saying that he don't got no goddamn lights.
I think he got lights.
Hold on. Let me see. Was that the end of the tour? Okay. That was the end of the tour. So shout out to Uncle Mo TV for doing that. That was absolutely amazing. And it was exactly what we had all anticipated so far. It's a continuation of what we've been noticing and paying attention to. That was the end of his video on the tour, and then he pulls up a Umar video. But I wanted to kind of finish going over some of this lawsuit here so that you guys can see what Marianne Lorient has been saying about the harassment and the, threats that she's receiving from Umar, the thunkhead, Prince of Pancrust, pieces ass. It's not something new as far as his behavior. He's been doing that. And I think these lawsuits, these court filings are a good measure and way to see a pattern of behavior here. Now, I know people don't like reading lawsuits because, reading is not as fun. But I'm just going to go over some of the information here because I want people to understand how powerful these exhibits can be and how they can be used in other cases. All right. So, what we left off at, like I said, I'm not going to read the entire thing. It's 76 pages. And to be honest, most of you guys like, why are you reading the whole thing? So, I don't want to do it to you all. But I do want to show some of the exhibits. And then once again, I will leave the link for this lawsuit in the description of the video for you guys to go back and read. But I will go over the exhibits so that you can see this pattern of behavior here. All right. So we last left off at these photographs. I mean, this is going back to 2022. This is the same thing we just watched in his video, Uncle Mo TV video. Same old thing, same mural, same stuff, except a fence. That's it. The same condition that these buildings have been in for what, 3-4 years since if not longer. Adding a mural did nothing because it doesn't address the black mold or anything like that. And of course, his false promises are opening up the school. We all know he went on the Breakfast Club back in February 23. The former occupant Maurice J. Moria Academy is still on the building. We've seen that in countless photos and videos. He blamed black contractors for renovation delays at FDMG because, for some reason he thinks it's everyone else's fault but his own, even though we don't know who these contractors are. He said he was defrauded. Who defrauded you, Umar? What's the name of the contractors that defrauded you, Umar? That's all I'm waiting on. Where are the name of the contractors that defrauded you? James Miller. Where's the name of the vendor or vendors you said you work personally with? I'm just saying. Who are these people? Mary Ann cooked them. Of course she did. How did the state let him buy that? Isn't something wrong with the land the school is on? From my understanding, yes. They said it was contaminated, and based on this court filing here, it also references the land being contaminated by and that the EPA had originally set the buildings to be demolished. They should be demolished. No one should be going in if it's supposed to be demolished. It would be a hazard to everybody. So now, do we care if Umar puts his health in jeopardy or not? No, I don't. You know why? Because he's a grown-ass man. If he chooses to walk in a building that's growing full of mold, black mold, that's on him. But what he should not be expecting is for children to have their health put into jeopardy for it. So he's on here discussing, delays and work repairs and stuff that he couldn't name, couldn't give any name of vendors at all. He just said people, electric is waiting permit, HVAC is waiting controls. They're actually at the school. Who are these people again? Plumbing is just about done. How is plumbing done when there's leaks everywhere? Umar, there are leaks inside of the building. How is plumbing done? You got black mold. That's another indication that water is leaking somewhere from those pipes. So how is it done? Yeah, just let's not forget, no inspection has been done on this building. They got one more piece. Fire alarm is done. Yeah, I want to pull up this post right quick before I forget from the Mademoiselle. She posted up a post where she actually tried to get a foyer out. And I was like, oh man, this is exactly what people should be doing. Let me show you all this right quick. This is her. Shout out to the Mademoiselle. Make sure you guys check out her channel if you have not. Let me put a link, drop the link in here so you guys can check out her YouTube channel. Show us some love. Where is it? She got three channels. How many channels she got? Okay, here it is. So you guys can check her out and say that Lady Luck Club sent me your way to check out your posts. Big ups on getting that. All right. He lied about everything. Yeah, he does. He's a big ass liar. So let's check this out here. She says, as many of you all know, I visited Dr. Umar's. I'm not going to say doctor. It just cringes to say doctor. I visited Umar's school twice, and the progress was underwhelming to say at least. Check out the video if you missed it. So that's a video linked to one of her tours. Right after I posted the video, I decided to contact Wilmington, Delaware's Licensing and Permits Division to see if they have been um if they have been any licenses and permit taken out for the school. Because realistically, if you're going to have a grand opening for school, you have to have the proper licenses to at least renovate. Well, safe to say, part two is coming, and we will be discussing all the latest caca he's been spewing. LOL. See y'all soon, gang. And here she has the photos up. I retweeted this, by the way, so you guys can see here. Let's pull this up in big time, if I can. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the. Am I getting the photos? I'm not pulling up the photos. Okay. Well, either way, y'all can see here the public records request of August 22nd, 25, reference number R as in race 001929-082225. And the city employees contacted is notated here. City of Wilmington received the public records request from you on August 22nd, 25. Your request mentioned, Dear Wilmington City Clerk / Records Custodian, I am requesting this request under Freedom of Information Act, and there's a statute code. I am seeking access to and copies of any records, permits, inspections, violations, property reports, or correspondence related to the FDMG, the Umar Johnson School, located in Wilmington, Delaware. Let's go to the next one. I don't know why it's not showing like the full thing for me. But y'all saw I put down the post in here. It says any communications between city officials and representatives of FDMG, Umar Johnson, or affiliated organizations. If possible, I would like these records in electronic format, PDF. Please inform me if there are any fees associated with fulfilling this request before proceeding. Thank you for your assistance. I look forward to your response within the time period allowed by Delaware FOIA law. And then, of course, she left her name there, and the city of Wilmington has reviewed its files and has determined. Y'all see this? The city of Wilmington has reviewed its files and has determined there are no responsive records to your request. There are no responsive records to your request. We suggest you contact Land Use and Planning at area code 302-576-3050. I'll put that number here. Can't make this shit up. Oh, Land Use and Planning. I'm gonna type it in here. Land Use and Planning. 302. Yeah, I'm putting in the department name and number. 576-3050. 576-3050. There you go. So if any one of you all want to call and follow up, you have the reference number from the beginning. I'll go back to it. And you can ask about any inspections. Let's go back. This is the reference number R as in race 001929-082225. This is the reference number here. Okay. Let them know, hey, what you call it was done for FOIA requests to get, any records, permits, inspections, violations, property reports, or correspondence related to FDMG or to Umar Johnson or to its affiliates. We're trying to figure out what the hell going on. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. So she said, I want it to be in a PDF format. They responded and said, we have reviewed your request, its files, and determined there are no responsive records to your request. They don't have any piece of documentation they can provide to her. And they said, we suggest you contact land use and planning at the number 302-576-3050 to request response of records. Okay, let's go to the next. She's like, sad face. Yeah. So you understand now. Yeah, that power, the power of foyer is something else. Because I told people, I said, if the police shows up at Umar's door from whatever this coded threat was that he sent towards Marianne Lorient, I'm getting the police body camera footage. I want to foyer that police body cam footage. If they go out there, they should definitely have an incident number. And police body cam footage is public information. You know, because we want our government to be held accountable, right? Umar doesn't get to pick and choose when things remain silent versus when he wants things to be released to the public, because he doesn't have a problem doxing people, which is a cybercrime. So police body camera footage, Umar, is public information. That's why I will be able to get it if I did a FOIA request on it. I just hope those police officers or any law enforcement that has to pay him a visit, they better be wearing some damn body cam. I don't care if it's a dash cam, body cam. They need to be wearing something, recording something from somewhere, either on their person or in their vehicle. Don't care how. So he's met his match. He has met his match. Tim Fox, what's going on? What we'll be telling is if the other agency doesn't have records, they may be with them. You know what? Hey, he brought, and that's the thing. If you don't have any licensing permits, you can't really do any renovations or, any construction of any sort on the building either way. So that goes to show whatever he was telling, Charlemagne at the Breakfast Club was a lie. He was lying. You got plumbers, electricians, HVAC. You got vendors out here doing work with no permit. How is plumbing just about done if they didn't have a permit? That's where Umar's such a dumb liar. His lies don't add up. That's what's so crazy. He bought it as a prop to continue getting them donations. Exactly. Which door? His mother's door, because he hasn't got a residence. Yeah, that's the only other place. Either his mother's address or the address at the school. Because that was one of my questions. Okay, where exactly, who would go out to pay him that visit? Would it be, the Newcastle County Sheriff within the city of Wilmington, or would it be Philadelphia Police Department? It would be all a matter of where he is at the time they start looking for his ass. And if those are the only two places aside from that, and him telling on himself when he announces where he's going with these alleged tours and stuff on college campuses, and these college campuses, let me tell you something, they don't want that BS brought to their schools. They do not want Umar Johnson to come to their school campus knowing that law enforcement is looking for him. They're not going to let him come and speak if they're smart. Now, if they're stupid as hell, not only should you not allow your children to go to their schools anymore, but you should question whether the school should exist, because that's introducing unnecessary, stress to the kids and stuff. You allow someone to come to your campus and speak knowing that law enforcement is looking for them. That's too much to aiding and abetting. Hell no. Don't come over here. I'm sorry, Umar Johnson is set to come to Harvard. No, the hell he not. He got law enforcement looking for him. Hell no. So he should stay far away from college campuses right now, and those schools need to tell him no. Nope, can't come here. You have law enforcement paid you that visit yet? Because we heard law enforcement looking for your ass. Oh, okay. If they ain't paid you no visit, then you just keep your ass away from us. Stay away from this campus. Don't come over here. That's what happens when you do dumb shit, Omar. It catches up to you. So this is what he said about the school. The monitoring system is done, even though the cameras don't work. Lights are broken. So I'm hoping by the end of the calendar year, we can get our inspection and have a grand opening. He never got an inspection done. You have to schedule those inspections with the city. So, he's basically denounced every other money except black money from poor people who, really won't fight back for some reason, one way or the other. Burning sage on the campuses. Yeah, it's some demonic stuff. So we just scrolling down, looking at these photos and exhibits, you all. Wealth Champs podcast. What is that? The only thing left is HVAC sensors, brothers and sisters who are waiting on HVAC sensors. In order to have this stuff installed, you need the HVAC itself operating. God. Yeah, it's so funny to hear him talk about things he knows nothing about. Umar is not an HVAC technician. As a matter of fact, he will say that because he wants people to take him seriously as some sort of educator and psychologist. Having a degree does not mean that you're certified and trained. It doesn't mean that you have the ability to even, practice in that field. To be honest with you, I wouldn't trust him with a rock, let alone a child, to do anything regarding psychology or some sort of analysis on at all. I don't even trust him to be alone with a child, because he wants to cuddle with little boys by the fireside and all. Hell no. And he don't like girls or women. So we're just kind of scrolling through this documentation, you all. And then, of course, the other two co-defendants that were named here is Poetic Flacco. You have, this is a no jumper clip. Them calling themselves the good guy and all this other stuff. Going out, doxing people, threatening to sexual assault people. I mean, just disturbing stuff. Me and you got to take a field trip to the opening day Umar Johnson School. Umar says August 24. We discussed Umar Johnson in every episode, a reference to Poetic Flacco's own podcast. We're trying to get the Umar Johnson interview. Why? Umar Johnson says strong message to the FDMG detractors and non-supporters. Oh, okay. Is this where he threatened everybody? That would be something similar to terrorism, Umar. That would be too close to terrorism for me. If you're threatening multiple people at once and you're inducing fear and terror in people, that is the actual definition of terrorism. It's the act of inducing fear and terror into people. So, Umar, you're running around here trying to be a little wannabe terrorist. What are you doing? Domestic terrorist at that. That's a real thing. Because otherwise, you're not really doing any service to anybody. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Do a whole video to send a strong message. Oh, okay. Dear FBI, this idiot said some dumb stuff that you all should listen to. That shouldn't scare people. It should make you want to file a complaint. Because no one has time to live in fear or terror of you, Umar. No one has time to sit here and worry about it. You trying to pull up their house. Marianne Lorient, please have all of FBI waiting for his ass to get there if he try to pull up. And let them know that he may or may not have a gun. Because he brought one on the set. He might be he might have a weapon on him. So yeah. Y'all might want to prepare for that. Umar's a coward. You think he gonna go show up somewhere where he think law enforcement is waiting for his ass? Hell no. He's not the greatest power in the U.S. I don't know what's wrong with him. If you need a one-on-one with FDMG principal, it can only be 15 minutes. That's just so stupid. Umar Johnson says one of his roles at FDMG will be to serve as the school's principal. No, you're listed as the executive director. You would have to hire a principal. You can't do both. 15 minutes in the principal's office with red, black, and green paddle. So he threatened to put his hands on kids and hit kids with a paddle. Isn't that excessive force with a deadly weapon? That's what it sounds like to me. You're sitting here abusing children. What if children are being abused at home? And then they go to his school and now they have to deal with physical abuse in the school. How is this not a setup for him to go to prison for the rest of his life? And if that's where he want to go, fine. Umar, you don't have to do half this stuff to go to prison for the rest of your life. You can just go turn yourself in for all of the threats and the doxing you've done online. So you're going to go to the principal's office 15 minutes, and now he's going to be paddling your child for 15 whole minutes. Make that make sense? And this paddle could be thick wood where he's slamming it against your child for 15 minutes straight. How is that not abuse? Yeah, that's aggravated assault and battery. If you misbehave at the FDMG grand opening, you will be sent to the principal's office, ladies. No. 3 strokes with the paddle? I'm serious. Oh my God. That's what he said, y'all. 3 strokes with the paddles. 3 strokes with the paddle. You will be given 3 swats with the paddle. 3 strokes. 3 strokes with the paddle. I'm serious. Umar, you need your ass whooped. And I mean your ass whooped by grown men. And I mean grown men whooping your ass. How about that? You can't make this shit up. Yo, he said he was gonna give 3 swats with a paddle, 3 strokes. 3 strokes with a paddle. I'm serious. Oh my God. And then their husband showed up and beat the crap out of his ass. The end. The moral of the story is keep your hands off of other people's wives. Then he pushed it back, said that FDMG would open at some point in 23, then in 24, paddle rooms, paddles. He's gonna beat somebody's kids. Umar Johnson publicly accused me of being a hater, because he doesn't understand the definition of that term. So if you say something he doesn't like, you're a hater, because hate, M-O hate. Oh God, what an idiot. And then you got the other people sitting here talking about, oh yeah, I can't believe the haters of someone who does not pay my bills. Maybe indirectly, Umar paid Poetic Flacco's bills because, he was making videos off of him and getting thousands of views. So perhaps Poetic Flacco owes him his life, but the rest of us don't owe him shit. So I don't know. It's self-admitted skip tracer. What the hell is that? Demon bully boxer help Umar find black people's real names, home addresses, employment info, and personal info. Yeah, that's a cybercrime. That's doxing. Taking personal identifiable information and releasing it to the public, because that is not information that will be released to the public. If you're not, some sort of elected position, or you're not a public figure where information like that should be known, then no. Your real name, home address, your employment information, personal information, yeah, that's doxing. That is illegal. So apparently they've done this. And then, of course, there are other people who aided in this. So, they're part of this, conspiracy to sit here and dox and commit cyber crimes together. All of them need to go to jail. Actual photo of the Good Guys documentary, David Bruce. To prevent the rise of a black messiah, agent, informant, provocateur, David Bruce of Bridgewater, New Jersey. Wow. Yeah, because this stuff should be reported to the feds. What are we doing? Don't nobody owe Umar anything. May of 21, Shaquem Ra released his federal subpoena, quoting Shaquem Ra. Shaquem Ra used his federal subpoena to intimidate, harass, swindle, con, and scare people into releasing their personal emails. Shaquem Ra said he acts on behalf of Umar Johnson, Amen Ra University, and FDMG. Child, please. You don't have to give up any information. And if you file a complaint with the FBI, you can't file anonymous. So no, you don't have to give up your email address. And the insanity of it all. The insanity of it all. I'm assuming Umar Johnson, David Bruce social media postings and the Archibald v. Johnson lawsuit are prominently featured in the Good Guys documentary. So David Bruce was trying to help people from being, doxxed online. If that's what I'm to take out of it. Yeah, anytime you arise of what? A black messiah. Yeah, to prevent the rise of a black messiah, because Umar called himself Black Messiah, because in Umar's world, from the land of Oompa Loompaville, Umar thinks he's Jesus. He does. He thinks he's God. And you're not, Umar. You're a clown. That's what you are. You're a clown. So, people put him on a pedestal like he died on the cross. And the bad part is that he does all this stuff as if he's doing some messiah, some godlike activity or something. Like he's saving and helping people. No, he's not. But look how he acts when people, do a documentary on him. Oh, I can't believe you're slandering me and defaming me. No, you and your dumbass attorneys are trying to weaponize the courts to file slap suits against people to silence your critics. That's not going to work. And then turn around and want to threaten Marianne Lorient. Child, please. Yeah, okay. Come up here if you want to. Me and all of the FBI, every agent I can think of, plus the local law enforcement, will be rating on your ass. I'm going to tell them you have a gun. Good luck to that. Because he carries a gun. Should he even have a weapon on him? Is he supposed to have a weapon on him? Is he eligible to have a registered weapon? Doesn't he have a criminal record of some sort? I told Marianne she's protected. Yeah. Doesn't he? Is he supposed to be carrying a weapon? Is Umar supposed to have a weapon on him? Because if not, then that's another charge, Umar. You're not supposed to be carrying. You be in violation of something, carrying a weapon on you. And if it's not licensed or registered, because you don't have an address, so how you doing a license to, how do you have a license to carry? And you can't even put down an address. How does that work? So he just got people giving him guns? Oh, okay. So here is a complaint related to case. This is Shaquem Ra Harris's complaint. So he filed this to be able to put people's real information in it. But, the crazy part is, like I said, you can file an FBI complaint and remain anonymous. You don't have to give up your information. You really don't. So the fact that he's doing that, thinking that it's going to get people, private information made available to the public, goes against the fact that you can file anonymous. That's what's so crazy. And then he filing frivolous petitions to the court. Yeah, go ahead and piss off the judge. Yeah, I really hope that Archibald files a new complaint. I really hope he does that. Just file a new complaint. Okay, Spears displays several pages from the Third Amendment complaint along with Shaquem Ra Harris's letters to the court and his public warning videos. All this threatening they doing in these videos, they don't realize that this stuff can be used against them in court to show that they're being intimidating and harassing. They can't be very smart, can they? Unbelievable. Y'all, look at this. All cash apps go to Janet's house group home. What? File complaint, banner, aka Crawl 21 to present. So there's another person that filed a complaint. So they're filing frivolous complaints. False complaints, that's a crime in and of itself. Catherine Brown is the plaintiff in Brown v. Takpa. Y'all, we just going through the exhibits here. Because I don't want to drag y'all down with trying to read everything. So this is the Third Amendment complaint that Poetic Flacco was reading. When you threaten to sexually assault someone, I'm surprised you're not in jail already. Do you understand how horrible that is? This lawsuit was sloppy, out of order. The court dismissed the F out of it. Did they? They didn't dismiss it. He asked for the case to be closed. But had he not done that, I know. Probably was still being litigated in court. Because, think about it. Umar does not like to be served. But he wants to sit here and threaten Marianne Lorient with litigation all day. But he does not want to accept service. So how does his attorneys explain that bullshit? I'll wait. Umar, have your attorneys explain why you dodge service, but you want to threaten somebody with litigation to keep them silent. Yeah, because you're the coward here. We're just trying to figure out here. Umar Johnson threatened all YouTubers making videos about him. Oh, Jesus. Why he sits in what looks like a car. You can only be so threatening, Umar. Why are you in a car? You living in a car and you trying to sit here and be threatening? You can't make this stuff up. Umar Johnson threatens YouTubers again and asks his followers to do his dirty work. You can't make this up. Y'all, we're going to watch this video. This is on Gangsta and Gentlemen. Is that still up? I'm just finished going through it right quick. I'm just going to scroll down the lawsuit. Is that still up? Because that would be something else. Umar threatens. I'm just putting Umar threatens YouTubers. Oh my God, I might just pull up all kinds of videos. Here it is. Y'all, we finna watch that video. We're going to watch the video. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to watch the video. All right, y'all. So this is pretty much the lawsuit here. This whole thing here. I'm just going to scroll down real quick. And I will put the link in the description of the video. It's best to see the videos because for me, I can read this and I take it seriously. But I hate the fact that he did not let this continue on in court. Y'all see here the cease and desist order. All this information here. I really hate that he, asked for this case to be closed. But he can't file a new complaint. So it was closed without prejudice. That means that August Archibald could file a brand new complaint and list all of the things that's happened since 2023 and have this as Exhibit A or Exhibit 1, right? So this whole complaint can be listed as Exhibit 1, and then he could file a new complaint and then just address everything that's happened since then. All right, let's go. We finna watch this video. Hold on. Let me make sure I put the channel link in the chat. Shout out to the pro-black conservative. 449 subscribers there. You guys make sure you show them some love. Let's get this in the must have changed this channel name. Oh, let's go. All right, there's the video link. Let's get to it. You quiet for a real long time, clown.
Tried to sabotage and destroy my work. And I'm not talking.
What's he mad about?
Peace and Black Power family. This is Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Happy Thursday to everyone. I'm calling out to you because I need your help. I need your help. There are 4 individuals who need to be shut down. They have consistently tried to sabotage and destroy my work. And I'm not talking about videos. I am not talking about YouTube videos. These 4 individuals have taken it upon themselves to contact every single place that I speak at and try to get the event canceled. Not only do they contact every single place I speak at in an attempt to get the event canceled, they do so by spreading fallacious lies about who I am and what I do. They're telling people.
So the fuck what, Umar? You know what you should have done? Got an attorney then. How are you paying the attorney's fees now? I'm curious. How did you pay your attorney's fees? Because you all settled with Marianne Lorian. You know you can't get that $68,000 back, right? She doesn't have to give it back to you. That's a settlement. Y'all agreed upon that. Why didn't you file a lawsuit if you felt that you were being defamed? Just like he tried to file one against Lyndon Honor, and then he ended up having that case was dismissed because he failed. Umar Johnson failed to prosecute. Perhaps it was because you don't understand how laws work or the court. Now you want people to be found?
That I smoke crack, that I went to jail for selling crack, that I went to jail for smoking crack, that I'm not allowed to be around children, that I don't have degrees, that I hate homosexuals, I hate police. These are some of the things that they're saying. Now, some of you might ask yourself,
Black women,
what does it matter what they say if the hosting organization or institution can do their own criminal background check on you? What does it matter what they say if the hosting organization or institution can do their own child abuse clearance on you? What does it matter what they say when the hosting organization can require their own FBI clearance on you? So the fact that they're making up these very, very slanderous lies.
Okay, so you answer your own questions, you dumb Tunde. If they did a background check on you, why do you care what they're saying? Why feed into it? You know why these schools are canceling it? Because they're seeing you do videos like this, you clown. That's why. They're seeing you go out and put hits on people and have content creators threatening to sexually assault women. You fucking idiot.
About you selling crack and going to jail for doing crack. Why can't the hosting organization do their own criminal background check on you? Pay a couple dollars, they can get a report on Dr. Umar Johnson themselves. Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question. But unfortunately, as you know, many of our people are extremely scared of white people. They are extremely scared of white people, and they are extremely scared of any type of negative press that they get. So when you get an email from someone misrepresenting themselves as a scholar, when you get an email from someone misrepresenting themselves as...
First of all, Umar, the threat you're sending out is not towards the white people you claim to be extremely scared of. You're threatening other black people. Lyndon Arnold is black. Marianne Lorient, black. Lene Stacks, black. All your siblings, black. You're threatening other black people. What are you talking about? You're not sitting here defending yourself against anything because there's been no real threat on you. You shouldn't care what other people are saying. Oh, okay. You guys don't want me to speak here? All right, let's go to another venue. But you can't get mad if the school decides we don't want to bring your ass here because you come with too much drama. And then you go out making videos and you put hits out on people. Who want to deal with that shit? He is delusional.
A pastor, when you get an email from someone misrepresenting themselves as a concerned member of the community, a lot of black people are so in terror of bad publicity, so in terror of white backlash, so in terror of any type of negative criticism that they can get from the media, they will automatically pull back from you. So what these four people do is they send emails out all across the country to every organization. If you look at my speaking list, they have contacted every single person and agency that has invited me to speak. All of the Black parent training sites have been located, have been contacted. All of the Black parent training sites have been contacted, and they have tried to intimidate and bully them into canceling the Black parent training trainings that we have scheduled across the country. This is what these four Negroes are doing, and they're doing it with a...
Hey, confirmed that 4 Negroes because, you know, he's more scared of white people even though he attacks blacks. Did the events get canceled is the question. If they got canceled, then why didn't you file a lawsuit for tort? If they didn't get canceled, then who cares? You think you're the only public person where you're out here putting yourself out there? No one's making you famous. You're not famous for doing something great. You won't even open up the one school you said you will open up in the last 11 years. You haven't even done that, Umar. So you're not doing anything of value. And that's the only thing you seem to have some sort of notoriety for. Saying that you're going to open up a school for black boys, but you haven't done it. If you did not lose the speaking engagement, why should you care? You have no spine. You can't handle criticism. And you're sitting here, and this is how you retaliate. This is what people don't want to deal with. They don't want to deal with any backlash with you putting out threats and hits on people.
Because they send me the letters. The letters say that I smoke crack. There's videos of me smoking crack. I've been to jail for selling crack. I do not have a criminal record. I do not have a criminal record.
Selling crack.
I have never done time in a prison.
Umar, are there videos of you smoking crack?
Or a jail. I am a certified school psychologist for crying out loud. I work in schools for crying out loud. I am a child and family therapist. I work with families and children. How in the hell can you have a criminal record working with families and children? It is absolutely ridiculous. But these 4 individuals have went too far. Some of you are good at research.
Umar, why did the judge restrain you from your own child then? The court documents proving that you were restrained from your own child. Why do you think the judge ordered for you to be restrained from your own child? Sometimes it's not even what's being said, it's what's not being said. Because I don't know how much more proof people need to see that you should not be around children when a judge in a court of law, people, has ordered this idiot to stay away from his own child. Why would that be, Umar? Why would the judge make such a decision?
I need their home address and I need their job address, and I'm going to give you their names. One of them is William Clay. He is based in the Washington, D.C., Maryland area. His name is William Clay. If you go on YouTube and type in William Clay, you're going to get videos on school to prison pipeline. You're going to get videos on post-traumatic school disorder, which is a concept that Dr. Umar Johnson invented. It is a concept that Dr. Umar Johnson invented. He stole my idea and wrote a book. He stole my idea and wrote a book. And he does seminars on the exact same topics that I do. Does he have a doctorate? I don't know. Is he a certified school psychologist? No, he is not. No, he is not.
Let's talk about Umar's dissertation that literally mirrors 2 other dissertations that were done by college students. Shout out to Johnny Walker Dredd for doing the analysis on that. Umar, your dissertation for your doctorate degree was an absolute hot ball of garbage. It has to be the greatest scam to PCOM to ever exist upon humanity. Your dissertation is absolute dookie trash. And I want you to know that, and that's said with love.
No, he is not. William Clay on YouTube. He's another one of those wannabe Umar people. They want to be me. They want to do
no
me.
one wants to
This
be
Negro
you.
contacted the church in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where I was supposed to speak on February the 23rd. He contacted the AME church in Tulsa. The pastor didn't pay him any mind, so he went to the bishop. He told the bishop that I sell drugs. I went to jail for doing drugs. There's videos of me smoking crack. This is what William Clay did. I need this motherfucker's address. I need this motherfucker's address.
This is why you're losing speaking engagements. This is why you're losing speaking engagements. Brothers and sisters, this is why he's losing speaking engagements. Can you imagine him doing this to the dean of a school or the president of a school? Oh, you're not gonna allow the infamous Umar Johnson on your campus to speak to the black boys and black girls? Then I'm gonna have your address leaked all over the place. Fuck out of here.
I want to go see him this weekend. Enough is enough.
Don't want.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Find Willie Clay's address. Find out where he worked. I'm going to see him when I get to DC this weekend. I'm not playing no fucking games no more. Excuse my language. Excuse.
Yeah, but then they should have filed a fucking FBI complaint against you and had the effing law enforcement waiting on your ass and your little cohorts, your little goons and goony goons, you call them. Yeah. As soon as they pull around the corner, weapons up and shields up. Out your damn mind.
My language. No more games. Find William Clay's address. And when you go to his website, I don't know the website, but he has a website. I tried to find the website. But I can't find it. If you go to his website, he has my videos on his website. He's using my material to advertise his website, but he's trying to sabotage all of my speaking engagements.
Public information. Stay off social media if you don't want your videos to be used and you put it in on the public platform. It's called fair use. Another law you don't understand or probably haven't even read. Fair use. Fair use laws. It's a federal law, Umar. You're a clown, boy.
William Clay, I want to be Dr. Umar Johnson. William Clay, I want to be Dr. Umar Johnson. Enough is enough.
He's so goofy.
Find his address, please, and get that shit to me. He's number one. Number two, is homosexual Gerald Palmer, based in Kansas City. He's a reverend. He's not a real reverend. He doesn't have a church. He doesn't have a congregation. He's another one. You can find him on YouTube. What? Gerald Palmer. He calls himself Reverend Gerald. But he's not a reverend. He's another wannabe person who ain't got shit going for himself except trying to take me down. Find that coward's address, work or home. Find it. I'm pulling up on him. Mukasa, Africa. He's been hiding out lately, but he started the whole shit. He a little bitch ass nigga from Philly who used to work at the same charter school, Keppera Charter School. Okay, find that bitch ass nigga because he started it.
All these people in his chat are sitting here agreeing to do this would be named as co-defendants, Jane and John Doe's, until whatever platform he's using, what's this, Instagram, would be subpoenaed to give over their information if they were named in this law in a lawsuit. You realize that if you get a complaint filed against you by the FBI for doxing, they're going to follow these digital footprints. Every time you go all over the internet, you leave digital footprints behind. ... And I'm not going to explain more because I don't want Goonie Goons trying to figure out how to stay hidden. There's not enough NordVPN to hide you from the FBI. If they want to find you, they will find you.
He started the whole thing 5 years ago. I think he's in the DC area. Mukasa, Africa. I haven't forgotten about you. Okay? I'm going to see your bitch ass. Okay? What? And another one is Andrea Stewart. She's the one on YouTube, Anti-Afro Svengali. She's in California. I want to pull up on her when I go out to Cali next month for the parent training. Those are the 4 people I need. William Clay of the DC area. You don't need none Mukasa, Africa, who was in Philly, but
he didn't say one time he needs a job. He needs to see his children. He needs to be a part of his kids' lives. No. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button to get out. Hit that like button and get out. I am on one today. All this doxing and all this illegal activity happening in front of my eyes. I can't believe it. Hit the like button and put a 1 in the chat if you hit that like button. Let's get that likes up.
I think he's in the DC area. Okay. So-called Reverend Gerald Palmer. He's in the Kansas City area. Andrea Stewart, who is in the California area. And I want to give you one more. Lenore Honor. I'm tired of this bitch nigga too. This is the weak ass dude who got nothing but YouTube videos about me on YouTube. LenorHonor. I had enough of him too. I don't know where he lived. I don't know what city he in. Find out where these 5 people are. Please find out where these 5 people are. This shit is going to end right now. There is one thing to make videos. Monty Woodgrain, I'm gonna fuck him up too. So if you can get Monty's address, it's time for me to see Monty too.
William Plain, Plains on here correcting his name. See, if he had not done that, people would have just assumed he's talking about Lenore Honor. And then they probably would not have ever found him because he spelled his name wrong. No one needed to correct Umar on that. It just shows how much of an idiot he is.
I've been as patient as I can be, and I'm tired of the shit. And let me also say this. For those of y'all who claim to be supporters, if you send me bullshit from these motherfuckers, I'm going to block you. You are not a supporter getting your fucking rocks and kicks off watching this bullshit that these people put out. It's not funny to me. You send me another video claiming you're a supporter, I'm going to block your ass. Because why are you watching that bullshit if you claim to be about black children? Monty Woodgrain, I'm in your ass. Lenore Honor, I'm in your ass. William Clay.
Why are you threatening these people if it doesn't matter to you? If you care about black children? Never mind the fact that this could have landed him in prison for many years, right? Never mind that. And then he would have been kept from his own black children, which he cares nothing about. Umar, you're a deadbeat parent that has supervised visitation that a judge said you could not even see on your own without supervision. Why don't you say what you've done to get supervised visitation? To be restrained from your own child where you can't see that child freely. Perhaps there is something in your record. It might not be in a criminal record, but it's certainly somewhere in a court of law with family court. See, Umar, I'm going to do you the pleasure of not looking that up because I, unlike you, have integrity. And I don't need to dox you. Just the thought of knowing that a judge has said you get supervised visitation with your own child is enough for me to know, knowing the law, that you have done something very heinous for a judge to say you cannot spend time alone with your own child.
I'm in your ass. Gerald Palmer, I'm in your ass. Anti-Spengali, I'm in your ass. In Mukasa, Africa, I'm in your ass. Fuck court. Fuck the court. I want Mukasa, Africa's address.
Okay.
I'm going to find that little bitch.
Love to hear that.
Monty Woodgrain, Lenore Honor, Gerald Palmer, William Clay. Now, out of all of them, William Clay, fuck the court. I want Mukasa, I'm in your ass. William Clay, I'm in your ass. Gerald Palmer, I'm in your ass. Anti-Spengali, I'm in your ass. In Mukasa, Africa, I'm in your ass. Fuck court. Fuck the court. I want Mukasa, Anti-Spengali, I'm in your ass. In Mukasa, Africa, I'm in your ass. Fuck court. Fuck the court. I want Mukasa.
Okay, so when they asked, why didn't you just go and take it to law enforcement? You know, y'all saw it here. I played it 3 times. He said, fuck court. Fuck court. You know, because he thinks he's above the law. Umar Johnson believes he's above the rule of law. Now, Mark Lamont and Charlemagne, I have questions for you both. You all support this clown to the utmost. How do you think this is okay? It's a cybercrime. He's doxing people. Or do you not care because he's not doxing you or your loved ones? How do you support someone like this? By defending them 24/7, knowing that he is committing a cybercrime in front of everybody. He's threatening people and he's saying, fuck the court, fuck courts, like we don't have a justice system in place. Mark Lamont, how do you explain supporting this nonsense? I didn't see you hop into his chat or call him and say, get off the live or I'm going to report you myself. What about you, Charlemagne, at the Breakfast Club? You didn't see anything wrong with this? You don't think it's a problem for him to be cyber doxing people, like cyber bullying and doxing people? You know, they don't give a shit because it's not happening to them. It doesn't affect them directly. So of course they don't care. Of course they don't.
Mukasa, Africa's address. I'm going to find that little bitch. Monty Woodgrain, Lenore Honor, Gerald Palmer, William Clay. Now, out of all of them, William Clay and Gerald Palmer are the main ones trying to get the event shut down. William Clay and Gerald Palmer are the main ones trying to get my event shut down. Why would you sabotage a training for Black parents? Why would you sabotage a training for Black parents? Why would you sabotage a training for Black parents? I'm out here trying to help out.
Was it canceled or not is the question, because that's the question the judge would ask. Was it canceled or not? Why are you getting so animated over something that was not canceled? I don't know. I'm asking it. Was it canceled or not? Somebody let me know in the chat.
People and our children. It's not my fault you're a nobody. It's not my fault you're a loser. It's not my fault you tried to be a speaker and failed. It's not my fault you never got your doctorate. It's not my fault you don't have my stature. It's not my fault you don't have my platform. It's not my fault that the only way you can get attention is by slandering somebody. It's not my fault people are not interested in flying you around the world to speak. It's not my fault you are not me. But I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit. William Clay, Gerald Palmer, Mukasa Africa, Lenore Honor, Monty Woodgrain, Andrea Stewart. I need home addresses. I need job addresses. Find these 6 people for me, please. I'm out.
Job addresses. Yo, this was so illegal. It was so illegal. What is this? His Instagram? That's his Instagram. Y'all, this is still playing here. He just kind of ended it on that. But yet still, you get supervised visitation with your own child that you probably barely see either way. Any other children you have, no, you don't see them at all. So deadbeat father running around here talking about, how dare you get an event shut down for Black children? How dare you sit here and cry about it? And was it shut down? It was? Oh, okay. Because he making threats and stuff. I mean, that's what you get, Umar. Honestly, seriously, those types of threats like that, there's no way it would not have been reported to the FBI. No way. If you're bold enough to get on camera and do a video for the public platform to see, and you don't care how people perceive that, then why should anyone care when it comes down to reporting your ass? Why should anyone care? Y'all, this is something else. So he threatened everybody and their mama. Oh, God. Is there another video? Y'all, he did it again. You can't make this shit up.
Peace and Black Power, family. This is Prince Pan-Africanism, King Kong Consciousness. Intercontinental Ifa Tunde.
I have not seen these
Happy
videos.
Frederick Douglass Day. The great ancestor, the big homie, the 4 times great grand cousin and uncle, Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey, was born allegedly on this day 202 years ago. I say allegedly because we know he was born in February. We know he was born in 1818, as that is recorded on the slave records of the owners of our family, but it did not list a day. I do not recall seeing 14. I only recall seeing February.
Frederick Douglass is rolling over his grave thinking that this clown is somehow genetically related to him. Hell no.
February in 1818. With that being said, family,
hit the
we
like
are
button.
in the middle of a war. I want all my Dr. Umar supporters, Team Ifa Tunde, suit up, buckle up, grip up,
I'm late
because I'm done with the dumb shit from the haters. I've sat by for 5 years and I've let these people try to ruin my name. I sat by and I watched them go to the Pennsylvania State Board of Psychology with fake charges. I've sat by and watched them sabotage the GoFundMe campaign to build a school for our boys. I sat by and watched them sabotage countless other campaigns that were focused upon helping us improve our community, mostly in the area of education. And now these coons are contacting venues, trying to get my Black parent training shut down. They're contacting venues, trying to get some of my invited lecture events canceled. I have had enough. I have had enough, and I'm fighting back, and I'm fighting back in any way I can. Any way I can. Shout out to the Goonie Goons.
What fight? I mean, you're threatening to dox people and you're bullying people and harassing people. How are you defending yourself? Who's attacking you? People have the right to warn others, you know, this is what this person is doing. Now, whether you want to still have them speak at this event or not is up to you. But when we see videos of you going on college campuses and taking pictures of college girls' butts and you're recording that shit, why should anybody entrust you to be around their college age child when a judge does not even trust you to be alone with your child?
Who've been reaching out to me. Kansas City Goonie Goons is ready to do what they need to do. Hold on for right now. All right. My Philly Goons is ready to pull up on him. All right. We're going to do what we got to do. Enough is enough.
And all the Philly and the SWAT team and the police department will be ready when they think they're going to pull up. Because I would be like, you know what, just shoot on sight. We're not playing any games with them. They come and they're going to be armed. They're going to have weapons. Because why else would they pull up? Yeah, so just get SWAT. Get everybody lined up. So when they turn on the street and they pull up and they see all of law enforcement out there with guns raised and shields up and everything available, ready to pop their ass, then what? I mean, you don't outrank law enforcement. No, you nor your Goonie Goons outrank law enforcement. Nope.
I don't mind the videos. I can handle that. I'm not thin-skinned. I don't mind the videos. I can handle that. I'm not thin-skinned. But when you start messing with my work, when you start calling the crackers and calling the FBI and the CIA and the state board and the attorney general and license and inspection, when you start contacting white folk to try to sabotage my work, a humble work.
No, ain't nobody sabotaging that. They're reporting on you cyberbullying and cyber threatening and doxing, cyber harassing people. That's what's happening. You're violating federal law. And it's interstate crime when you're doing it electronically on the electronic devices. This is coming from the man who doesn't know laws or how court works. When he had the opportunity to sue Lennon Honor, his case was dismissed due to failure to prosecute because he doesn't know how laws and courts work. He really thinks he gets to pay out a settlement to Marianne Lorien and still threaten her life. But then wants to threaten her with litigation if she releases a documentary. That's how thin-skinned he is. He has no spine. He's a coward. You're a punk, Umar. You're a punk.
By the way,
a
work that none of them are doing. None of them are doing anything for black folks. You're going
not
too far
doing
now.
anything for black people.
I didn't mind the videos. I can live with the videos. The videos mean nothing to me. But when you go out your way to try to disrupt and sabotage my efforts on behalf of the community, when you go out of your way to disrupt my efforts on behalf of the community, I got to get in that ass. I got to get in that ass.
That's so gross.
However it comes, it comes. However it comes, it comes. Like the great Nat Turner said, whether it comes rough or smooth, Ifa Tunde, you must surely bear it. Nat Turner said, the spirit spoke and said, whether it comes rough or smooth, you must surely bear it. Brothers and sisters, I need y'all to report. I need y'all to report this woman known as Anti-Afros Fingalis. Her legal name is Andrea Stewart. Go on my Twitter, go on my Instagram, go on my Facebook right now.
Report her.
Go on my Twitter, go on my Instagram.
For what crime, Umar? You're hurting your feelings? That's not a crime. Because you are thin-skinned, that's not a crime. Oh, I didn't like what she said. Oh, okay. We don't care. If you think there's some sort of defamation, why not file a lawsuit and go to the courts? Oh, he said, fuck the courts. Fuck the courts. Okay, got it.
Go on my Facebook right now. There's a meme. It's the most recent post. It's a meme. I need you to go to dca.ca.gov. 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 And I need you to click on the file complaint link. And I want you to make a complaint against Andrea Stewart. She is a licensed marriage and family therapist. I don't know how. I don't know how a woman who makes videos about one man who she don't know, never met, won't show her face, and has a whole YouTube page with nothing.
Why would she do any of that if you're going to sit here and dox her, you idiot? Why do you care if she's making videos? You want her to be reported for making faceless videos about you. That's the epitome of thin skin, you coward.
But hundreds of videos about one man.
Up at all, man.
Hundreds of videos about one man. How in the hell can you be providing therapy for families and couples? How can you be providing therapy for families and couples when your ass is mentally unhealthy? Her name is Andrea, Andrea Stewart.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Andrea Stewart. Andrea Stewart. Go on my page. I shouldn't have to tell you this. If you're serious, you will go look. Don't ask me what her name is because I just told you it's on my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Go take a look. All the information you need is right there. Her license number is right there, and I want you to report her. And I want y'all to do that today. For all my beautiful African queens, this is your Valentine's Day gift to Dr. Umar. Report this COINTELHO. That's what I need you to do.
Report another black woman whose face you can't see readily available because she did a video about him and it hurt his feelings. As if he pays your bills. Disgusting. And all the people that's going along with it, they don't understand it can be reported as well. That's what's so crazy about this. People going along with this nonsense. Y'all don't break crimes in my chat. I will completely report you. I will not even pretend to stand by you. You commit a crime in my chat. Oh no. I don't play that shit. Hit the like button while you're at it. Hit the like button.
All my beautiful African queens, I need a Valentine's Day gift. I need you to report this COINTELHO. For all my strong black brothers out there, I need a Frederick Douglass birthday gift. Please report this COINTELHO. Please report this COINTELHO. Andrea Stewart. Her license number is on my page. Report this COINTELHO today. Don't go to sleep without reporting this woman. And when you report, let them know what it is. She's a stalker. She's unhealthy. You are concerned that this woman cannot provide the care that is necessary to families and couples.
Bougie, you better speak to Lance. We about to have a fit. Bougie, what you doing? How you doing? Umar isn't thin anything. Maybe thin wallet. Lance said, speak to him, woman. Oh, he loves you. Set with love. Everybody speak to everybody. Hit the like button. All right.
That the state of California needs to rethink giving her a license. They should pull her license back. Send them to her YouTube page. When you report her, please list her YouTube page. Let them know in your report, anti-Afros of Bengalis, anti-Afros of Bengalis, anti-Afros of Bengali. When y'all report her, make sure y'all include her YouTube page so they can see. We want the state of California.
Say what?
We want the state of California Department of Behavioral Science to see the hundreds of videos she has attacking one black man.
She ain't attacking him.
Tell them y'all are concerned this woman should not be doing therapy with nobody. Please go now. dca.ca.
It's called freedom of speech and freedom of the press, Umar. If you do not like our constitutional protections and laws here in the United States of America, you can exit your black ass up out of here. Go to Africa, where they probably will reject your ass as well. Because, no one wants you.
Gov. dca.ca.gov. And make sure your complaint is well written.
Crazy.
Be articulate. Be grammatically correct as much as you can.
Crime.
Don't write no ghetto ass complaint because they're going to ignore it. Okay? Don't write no ghetto ass complaint because they're going to ignore it. Don't be emotional. Just tell them, we question this woman's mental health. We question this woman's emotional stability. This woman for 5 years has been making video after video every single day about.
Yeah, because free speech is a thing and it's no time limit on that, but whatever.
One person who she does not know who lives on the other side of the country. Handle that COINTELHO.
Oh, no.
Handle that COINTELHO.
They won't do anything. They'll sue you.
That's how we're going to handle the system. With the brothers, Goonie Goon Goon Squad. The Goonie Goon Goon Squad is pull-up time. It's pull-up time.
And then they all get arrested.
It's pull-up time. It's pull-up time. Sue her for what? She ain't got nothing. Sue her for what? She ain't got nothing. I said make a complaint. If you don't want to make a complaint, then just say you ain't gonna make the complaint. Don't make excuses.
Don't make a complaint because it's gonna be a false complaint. Guess what? That shit can be tracked back to you. All those sitting here in this chat here. Yeah, it can be tracked back to you. False complaints is illegal. He's an idiot. Orator. Dumb.
Don't make see this is the shit that happened to Malcolm. Y'all left Malcolm out there. He had to fight for the people, and then he had to fight the haters. He had to fight for the people, and then he had to fight the haters. Y'all did this to the Honorable Marcus Garvey 100 years ago. He had to fight for the people, then he had to fight the haters while the whole black community stood on the sidelines and watched them sabotage the work. That was for all of them. The question are y'all going to stand on the sidelines?
Yes.
Question is, are y'all going to okay, block party. Chucky boy, you out of here.
If you value your liberty and freedom, you will.
Question is, are y'all going to stand on the sidelines and let them do that to Dr. Umar Johnson? Or y'all going to stand on the sidelines and let them do this to Dr. Y'all should be flooding the YouTube pages and inboxes of all these coons. I want Team Ifatunde to go to work. No more ignoring them. We got to shut them down because they sabotaging the work. Yeah, no more ignoring them. We got to shut them down because they sabotaging the work. Lee Nor Honor, we got to get his ass. Lee Nor Honor, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for you. Oh, we coming for Lee Nor Honor. Oh, yes. Gerald, excuse me, his name is Reverend Girl, Girl. Reverend Girl Palmer, we coming for you. Reverend Girl Palmer, we coming for you. REVGIRL. Reverend Girl Palmer, we coming for you. We coming for you. William Clay out of DC, we coming for you. We coming for you. And you got a nerve, to have my videos on your website. William Clay got a nerve to have my videos on his website. Writing letters telling people I'm smoking crack. I went to jail for selling crack, smoking crack. I'm stealing school money. All right. Pull up, crew. Pull up, crew. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I can handle the videos, but when you start going to the white man trying to sabotage my work and my profession, can't take that no more.
He can't handle videos.
Can't take that no more. I'm gonna take a few. Before I take a few questions, Black parent training. Black parent training. Get your tickets. White Plains, New York. You are up next. White Plains, New York. You are up next. Saturday, February the 29th. Then we are in Newark, New Jersey the next day. Newark, New Jersey will be trained on a Sunday. If you live in New Jersey, your training will be on Sunday, March 1st at Source of Knowledge Bookstore. Monty Lemonhead, Down Syndrome, Woodgrain, pull-up team. Monty Woodgrain, Down Syndrome, Lemonhead, pull-up team. Pull-up team. I had enough of that. I'm tired of it.
Oh, no.
I'm tired of it.
Oh, no.
We understand that y'all got to make fun of black folks because you got self-hate, but you're doing it too much. Y'all don't know when to stop. So
no, there's no limit to free speech. You don't get to dictate that, Umar. You're a clown. You're a clown. You're a clown. And you should be laughed at on every level. Then, no. He's sitting here trying to dictate free speech and press. Unbelievable. I know this is old, y'all. I stated about 2-3 months ago that, my research and reporting on Umar is fairly new. So a lot of content I have not seen. So this stuff like this blows my mind. And he actually gets mad when someone files a lawsuit against him for doxing and threatening people. But yet you got idiots out here stupid enough to risk their liberty and freedom to do it. Yep.
Well, I'm going to stop you.
Oh, my God.
Smoke crack. Certified school psychologist, doctor of clinical psychology, certified school principal, smoke crack. All right. Anyway.
You got bar license attorneys that smoke crack, Umar. You're nothing special. Your dissertation was a bit of shit. You're no one special. You have medical physicians that smoke crack. Get out of here.
If you live in New York, your training will be in White Plains on February the 29th. If you live in New York, your training will be in White Plains, Saturday, February the 29th. If you live in New Jersey, your training will be the next day, Sunday, March the 1st. If you live in New Jersey, your training will be the next day, Sunday, March the 1st. Source of Knowledge Bookstore. Now, you can go wherever you want. If you live in New York and you live closer to Jersey, go to Jersey. If you live in New Jersey and you live closer to New York, go to New York. If you live in Connecticut and you live closer to White Plains training, go to the White Plains training. You can go to any training you want because every state does not have a training. You can go to any training you want because every state does not have a training. February 29th, New York training in White Plains. March the 1st, New Jersey training, Source of Knowledge Bookstore. New Jersey training, Source of Knowledge Bookstore in Newark. Get your tickets at drumarjohnson.com. Get your tickets at drumarjohnson.com. Why are they coming for me?
Why y'all paying for tickets for something that you basically could get for free online? You don't need him to do anything. You don't need him to train you or educate you. He can bark at you for free. He's doxing people for free. He's committing crimes for free. some of the entertainment he's providing to you is for free. So why do you need to pay him any money? There's no school. So Umar, you have contributed nothing to the Black community. Absolutely nothing. You've doxed people. You've put people's lives at risk. And yes, they certainly should have you reported to the FBI, the CIA, DHS, and anyone else that you seem to be sicking out on your critics. Marianne Laureate should not have to worry about you still threatening her life. But if you're going to sit here and do something like that, don't get mad when she sends law enforcement to come pay you a visit. They're not playing with your dumb ass. No one's playing with you, Umar. Where's your mother? That's what we want to know. We want sides of life. Y'all, we're going to go over this red true crime story I saw today. Where this lady had her father, somehow he died in the house and buried him under some concrete. And her two siblings had been asking to see the dad, saying they had not heard from him. She was using his phone to send out text messages to people, you know, saying weird things that they knew was out of character for their own father. Man had been dead in the house for months, buried under some concrete in the basement. And if you look at the woman, you would think she's not capable of doing this. I don't put anything past somebody like this. If he can't produce his mother, I will ask if she's alive. If he's hiding her, if he's keeping people from seeing her, including her own children, yes, people are going to ask, is she even still alive? Because there are true crime stories, people in prison right now for hiding loved ones in the house, and they're deceased. And you would think there is no way this person did this to their own parents, to their own children. And they do it it happens all the time. People just don't want to speak of it because what? Reality? Where is your mother, Umar?
Because y'all find it entertaining. Why they coming for me? Because y'all find it entertaining. That's why. You all are amused at haters trying to take down one of the most relevant voices in not only Black America, but in the entire African world. Y'all find it funny. Y'all find it funny. Let's see how many of y'all go and report Andrea Stewart. If you're serious, you will shut her down. She's been going on for 5 years. And some of you might say, Dr. Umar, why did you think of shutting her down before? Why did you been have us report her? Because it wasn't on my mind, brothers and sisters. It wasn't on my mind, brothers. I don't live my life trying to sabotage other people's work. That's not my life.
Until now.
That's not my life. I am angry more that I have to take.
Yeah, that's his life now. That's his whole life now.
Time out of an already overly busy schedule to even address this coon shit. I shouldn't even have to address this. The Black community should have stepped up in my behalf. The Black community should have stepped up in Malcolm's behalf. The Black community should have stuck up in Garvey's behalf. Somebody should have called me up and said, Doc, you keep building the school. You keep training the parents. We got Lemonhead. We got the broke down musician. We got Reverend Girl Palmer. We got Spengali. We got True Black Anonymous. We got them. You just keep doing what you're doing. Give us a couple months, Doc, and they won't be doing this no more. We got you. That's what should be happening. But we're not organized. And so you keep building the school. You keep training the parents. We got Lemonhead. We got the broke down musician. We got Reverend Girl Palmer. We got Spengali. We got True Black Anonymous. We got them. Wow. You just keep doing what you're doing. Give us a couple months, Doc, and they won't be doing this no more. We got you. That's what should be happening.
But no, it should not be, because you're going to get those people caught up, and then they'll be mad at the people reporting them, as opposed to being mad at your dumb ass for telling them to do it. Really, they should be mad at themselves for actually doing it, because these are supposed to be other grown adults that should value their liberty and freedom. Everybody don't play that shit. Everybody don't play these types of games like this. What's wrong with him?
But we're not organized. And so many of you are entertained by the nonsense. So many of you are entertained by the nonsense.
He said total horseshit.
Okay, right? So now I need y'all to step up. I ignored it for 5 years, brothers and sisters.
Shaking my head.
I ignored it for 5 years. It is getting worse. It's not slowing down because you all are entertaining and patronizing the nonsense.
Relevant.
I already told you. It's on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The information you need is on a red, black, and green flag meme Garvey flag turns 100 years old this August. It's on a red, black, and green. Garvey flag mean her name, the link, her license number. Report her. Let them know what she's doing. This woman is a cyber stalker, emotionally imbalanced. How in the hell can she be a marriage and family therapist? I need everybody to report that woman. Lenore is unemployed. Lenore, whatever the hell his name is, Lenore Horror, whatever the fuck. We shutting his.
He's suggesting that this person, doing content and exercising the free speech and press to be reported and shut down, basically. I guess have people pull up on him, threaten, cyber bully, dox. That's what he's expecting people to do, cyber crimes. Dox and harass people and bully people.
Ass down. Wood grain, get your laughs in. Down syndrome. Get your laughs in. True Black crazy. Anonymous. We already investigating True Black Anonymous. We're gonna find out who that is. Some people said it was a female out of DC. Some people said it's a dude out of Detroit. We working on it. Any information you can give to let us know the identity and whereabouts of True Black Anonymous, please let us know. Any information you can give to help us identify the person behind True Black Anonymous, please let us know.
Cyber
who is True Black Anonymous?
None of your business. Idiot.
We got to get these people. He funny though. All right. Black Party. He funny. Reverend Girl Palmer, Kansas City is ready. I got the Kansas City team. They already ready. They went to the crib already and everything.
What?
So Reverend Girl Palmer,
he sent people to this man's house. And the police should have been waiting for their dumbasses when they pulled up. And I mean in force, in mass. The police and SWAT should have been waiting on their ass. Yeah, hey y'all. 911. Yes, there are a bunch of thugs and goons that have weapons. They've traveled here from another state. They try to pull up on me. I'm gonna need you to watch this video link I'm gonna send you. His name is Umar Johnson. He's sicking people after people who make videos about him, because he's thin-skinned. He has no spine. Yeah. Can you get SWAT? Because I heard he had a gun on a set. Yeah. They may have weapons. So just bring everything. Bring pepper spray. Get the guns. Get the Uzis. Get everything. Get the shields. I really would love SWAT. I would like snipers on my 10 and 6. Oh my God, they will regret that moment.
He should be worried. Reverend Girl Palmer should be worried. Lenore should be worried. Monty should be worried. True Black Anonymous, we got to find out who that is. William Clay. We almost got William Clay. We almost got him identified and located.
Black Anonymous.
William Clay. We're going to get that ass. He the one who been sending out letters, him and Girl Palmer. Girl, Girl Palmer, not Gerald Palmer, Girl Palmer. They've been the ones sending out the defamation letters.
Yep. Second Amendment.
If you don't like somebody, why not just live your life? I don't bother nobody. Who y'all ever see me attack? Who have you ever seen Dr. Umar?
You just named 6 people, 5 people. Leonard Honor, Marianne Lorient, Black Anonymous, Reverend Palmer, Afro S. Bengali or somebody. You just named like 5 or 6 people. Whether you physically pulled up on your own or you sent people to do it, you're still a co-conspirator.
Attack.
You're the ringleader.
Who have I ever attacked? You have only seen me respond to provocations, and I've only had about 4 beefs. I had a New York City beef. I had a California beef. I had a Detroit beef. And maybe one more. I had 2 New York City beefs. 2 New York City beefs. 1 California beef. 1 Detroit beef. That was public. That's it. I don't bother nobody. I don't pick on people. I mind my business. I mind my business. If everybody would mind their business. Destroying a movement to build a school for our children. Why would you do that? Who else in the conscious movement is trying to build institutions? Who else in the conscious movement is trying to build institutions? Who else in the conscious movement is trying to build institutions? That's the question.
LeBron James built the school, and it's awesome. And it's open and operational, and he has multiple locations. Jalen Rose has schools. I mean, you have whole school systems established by Black people. You're doing nothing. You've not opened any school at all, and the buildings you have probably should be demolished. You're not even listing yourself as the president. You're listing yourself as executive director on tax documents. No expenses, no proof of a bus other than the photo. No proof of vendors, permits, records, nothing. You've done nothing, Umar Johnson.
That's the question.
Clown. Yeah,
so we got the New York training, February 29th. New Jersey training, March the 1st. California training, March the 7th in Los Angeles. The California training will be March the 7th in Los Angeles. Shout out to the church for not canceling, brothers and sisters. Girl Palmer and William Clay tried to get California to cancel the training. This is how much they care about black parents. This is how much they care about black parents. Reverend Girl Palmer, who doesn't have a church, Reverend Girl Palmer and William Clay, the Umar copycat out of Maryland, they contacted the church in California and tried to force them to cancel the training. So my brothers and sisters in California.
So what?
I want y'all to know that. Girl Palmer out of Kansas City and William Clay out of Maryland tried to get California church to cancel the training on March the 7th, but we going forward. Thank you to the church in California for not canceling. Thank you to the church in California.
Okay, so that answers my question. They didn't cancel. Why are you whining and crying like a little brat?
For not canceling. Thank you. Thank you.
What a clown.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Girl Palmer and William Clay tried to get the church to cancel in California. Man. Unfortunately, they did get the church to cancel in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Unfortunately, I will not be in Tulsa, Oklahoma next Sunday because Girl Palmer and William Clay wrote a letter to the bishop of the AME church in Tulsa claiming that I do drugs and I went to jail for crack and dope. And the bishop didn't bother to investigate. The bishop didn't bother to call me. The bishop didn't bother to investigate. And he simply told the pastor that I cannot come. Tulsa, Oklahoma, I apologize. This is why we got to shut these niggas down. They're going too far. I will not be.
No, you can't shut them down by pulling up on them because then you will go to jail. But if that's where you want to go and it seems like where you belong, fine. You know, give you a chance to cuddle by the fireside with some grown ass men in orange jumpsuits.
In Tulsa because of Girl Palmer and William Clay. That's why I'm activating Team Ifatunde. Operation Shutdown. Shut down the haters. We got to shut them down. And then who I got after LA? Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City. The Oklahoma training will be March the 21st in Oklahoma City. I'm not no nigga. You getting blocked. I'm calling me out my name. Asshole. The Oklahoma training will be in Oklahoma City on March the 21st. March the 21st.
He calls somebody an asshole, but he wants Goonie Goons to pull up on people in person and actually go to their home. And to do what again? Shoot them? Beat them up? Do what? Threaten them? All things that could lead to them going to jail and being charged criminally? Yeah, I want to reinforce the law in this, where you guys have the right to defend yourself, your person, your territory, your domain, your family, your home. And yes, have SWAT waiting on their dumbasses if they show up. Have SWAT. Get the police, get the neighborhood, exercise your Second Amendment rights, because we have rights here in this country, Umar. Obviously, you don't like our U.S. constitutional laws and protections. You don't have to. You can leave. Bye. The U.S. will not ask for you to return either.
Is the OKC city.
Get your ass out of here.
March the 21st is the Oklahoma train. They tried to shut that one down too. They tried to shut down Oklahoma City. Thank you to the center in Oklahoma City for not letting Andrea Stewart, Lenore Honor, Black Anonymous, Girl Palmer, William Clay sabotage the events. Thank you, Oklahoma City. April 18th, Mississippi. Ocean Springs, Mississippi, April 18th. They tried to get that one shut down too. They tried to get that one shut down too. They tried to get that one shut down too. Okay? This is what y'all can do to help the Black parent training. Call the venues. Call them directly and say, I am a concerned member of the Black community, and we would appreciate it. We would appreciate it if you would ignore these non-productive, low-class, degenerate, jealous, no-name trolls. Y'all get a phone call or an email. Don't believe that. We love our brother. We need him here. We need this information. Y'all have to get active like the haters are. Get active like the haters are. Get active like the haters are active. Get active, y'all. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Let me fight by myself. Y'all did the same shit to Malcolm. Y'all did the same shit to Garvey. Y'all stood by and let these men exhaust themselves on coons. Get in the fight. Charlotte, North Carolina, I will see you March the 28th. The North Carolina training is in Charlotte, March the 28th. The North Carolina training is in Charlotte, March the 28th. Indiana training is in Indianapolis, August.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit that like button for me. Shout out to my mod, Manny. What's going on? Listen, that Second Amendment is something else. This guy literally called a Christian radio host a coon because He didn't agree with his nonsense about black families forgiving a white person who killed their relative but had excuses for blacks. Look how he's treated black people. Look how Umar's treating black people. He's got Goonie Goons pulling up on other black people, going to their homes, doxing them, harassing them, threatening to have their jobs taken from them. I mean, what this lady he's talking about in California, he's saying y'all need to report her and say she's got mental health issues. No, she don't. It's called free speech and expression. The end. You don't have to like it. That's not a crime to exercise free speech and expression. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. I have no idea if any Umar Tardian is in the chat, but if they are, you know, they gotta face Manny, you know, because Manny handled him. They don't want me to handle him. Manny handled him though. He's describing himself bum, no class, etc. Exactly. He's lying about the churches canceling him. They cancel him for horrible stuff he says about Christianity. I can believe that too, Francisca, because he sits here and talks about black magic and voodoo. How do you sit here and allow somebody to come into your church when he talks about black magic and voodoo? We don't want that demonic nonsense up in here. The devil is a liar, and so are you, Umar.
Make sure I get the dates right. Let me get the dates right. Let me get the dates right. New York, February 29th. New Jersey, March the 1st. California, March the 7th. Oklahoma, March the 21st. North Carolina, March the 28th. Connecticut, April 11th. Mississippi, April 18th. Texas, May 2nd. Pennsylvania, June 6th. Minnesota, June 27th. Indiana, August the 15th. What? Florida, September the 5th. Illinois, September the 12th. Get your tickets right now. DrUmarJohnson.com. Get your tickets right now. And then call the venues and show love. Call the venues and show love. Call the venue directly. I'm calling. I'm coming to the training. Do not let nobody sabotage this. He is the only person in this country giving our parents this information. He is the only person out of 50 million African Americans who are training our parents this way with this information. Do not.
Yeah, and then teaching children to dox and bully people and pull up on them when they say something, when someone says something that they don't like. You know, resorting to physical violence, acts of violence, breaking the law. Cyber crimes are still crimes. There are people who are in prison longer for doing things online than they are for doing something in person. Umar, you are a clown, boy. The fact that you said you want to cuddle with boys by the fireside while they're wearing suits is enough for people to want to stay away from you and keep their children away from you as well. Why don't you address the fact that that judge has you on supervision when it comes to your own child?
Let the haters sabotage this.
Craziness.
Call the venues, y'all. Call the church in California. Tell them don't they dare do that. Call the venue in Oklahoma City. Call the venue in Charlotte. Call the church in Indiana. Call the church in Florida. Call them, y'all. Call the church in Chicago. Tell them you don't let no coons sabotage work. If he don't do it, who else is going to do it? If Dr. Umar doesn't do it, who's going to take his place? Who? Monty Wood?
LeBron James, Jalen Rose, anyone else that has a school.
Going to do the training?
Lots of other people.
Is Monty Woodgrain going to do the Black Parent Know Your School Rights 12-hour training to teach you how to save your children? Is Lenore Coward is his name. Lenore Coward, that's his name. Is Lenore Coward going to do the training? Does Lenore Coward have any credentials? Is Girl Palmer going to do the training? Is Girl Palmer going to do it? Andrea Stewart is a licensed marriage and family therapist. She's not a certified school psychologist. She's not an educator. Is she going to do the training?
But she's licensed and you're
Don't
not.
Come on here with that, man. I'm going to block you for that, brother. Having a serious conversation. Y'all just want to crack jokes.
Yeah, because you're
and keep them school donations coming. I want all my sisters. I want a Valentine's Day gift in the form of an FDMG donation.
No.
To all my beautiful Black queens, I want a Valentine's Day gift in the form of an.
You know, real men don't sit here and ask a bunch of women to give him money. This is why we don't take you seriously. What a fucking leech you are upon society.
FDMG donation. $ FDMG school. $ FDMG
leech
school.
upon humanity.
$ FDMG school. Personal donations. $ Dr. Umar Johnson. $ Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. for the first time is starting to bother me because they're going too far now.
So what?
Calling up venues, calling up the district attorney, calling up the governor, calling up the Pennsylvania State Board, calling up GoFundMe, calling up the banks. They're going too far, and I need y'all to help me shut them down. Y'all want addresses? I got addresses. Y'all want addresses? I got addresses. Let me get your pen. Get your pen. If you live in Kansas City, I'm giving you Gerald Palmer's address right now.
He giving out addresses. How's this? This is doxing. This is doxing. I'm gonna have to mute it.
Gerald Palmer, 8240.
Oh my God. Fucking idiot. What an idiot.
Kansas.
I had to mute it. Because Umar's stupid.
Have a conversation with our brother. We have another address for Gerald Palmer, 2640.
You're an idiot. I have to mute this part because he's giving out addresses. What an idiot he is. Umar should be standing for a judge in a court of law for what he is doing. It's called doxing and it's illegal.
For all my Kansas City goons, please go have a civilized community conversation with your fellow citizen. Girl.
And if you go there, hopefully all of Kansas City police are waiting for you too with guns and shields.
College, 3200 bro.
Unbelievable. And people are asking for her name. They're asking for information, not caring that it's illegal.
For stalking. Report Gerald Palmer to his jobs for cyber stalking.
That's not cyber
Report
stalking.
Andrea Stewart. DCA.ca.gov. Andrea Stewart. Report her. Report her. Her license number 45174.
Oh my God.
174.
This
her
woman's
license number 451. Provider number is 15.
This is so ridiculous, man.
This is one.
He's still giving out personal information.
Any help you can give us for True Black Anonymous. Her license number is on my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Her license number is on my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The address we have for Lenore Honor, and I got my.
Oh my God, he doxed Lennon Honor. Y'all, it's hard to play this end of the video because he's doxing everybody. We gotta get past this.
A community conversation. I haven't threatened nobody. I'm asking my supporters to go have a community conversation with their fellow citizens about their cyber stalking, character defamation, libel, and slanderous behavior. I didn't threaten nobody. I'm asking my.
You can't determine whether something is slander or libel. That's something determined by a judge in the court of law, Umar, you stupid fuck. I can't believe this. I can't believe I've had to forward through this video at least a good 3 minutes of it because he did nothing but dox people. That is illegal. It is a crime.
Supporters to go to the homes of their fellow citizens and have a community conversation about cyber stalking, okay, slander, defamation of character. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Prove it in court. Prove it in court, you clown. Oh, that's right. When he tried to sue Lennon Honor, your case was dismissed, Umar, for failure to prosecute because you couldn't even state a claim. You couldn't even fill out the court documents properly. So you're the dumb fuck.
It's time to take the fight back to them, y'all. Let's take the fight back to them. We almost got Lemonhead's information.
Laws.
We almost got Garbage Pail Kid. We're working on Garbage Pail Kid right now. We're working on Garbage Pail Kid right now. Lemonhead, Garbage Pail Kid. We working on you. He right here in my city. So I'm going to pull that up. I'm pulling up on my own. I'm going to personally pull up on him.
I hope the
I don't care how many guns
he's
he's showing his YouTube videos. I got those too. That means nothing.
Oh, okay. So when you all call the police, let them know that he is admitted in these videos. He has weapons, and he probably does not have a registration for those guns. So yeah, but the police and the SWAT have more than you.
All right, but please go to dca.ca.gov and report Andre Stewart. We're working on Wood Grain. We're working on William Clay, and we're working on True Black Anonymous. We're working on Wood Grain. We're working on William Clay, and we're working on True Black Anonymous. We already got Palmer. We got Lenore Coward, Girl Palmer, and COINTELHO, Andrea Stewart. I'm gonna take a few questions. Tap in. I want to know what y'all think about this.
I think it's all illegal. That's it. That's what I think. Y'all, that's it. That's what we're gonna end it right there. We're coming up on 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I'm gonna push back the watch party for Becoming Candace till 8 o'clock, but it's an hour long, and we're gonna be checking that out. In the meantime, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all rocking with me. Hey, we had to go over this information because this is the first time I've seen these videos, and I've had to, mute a lot of it and turn off the caption because he's doxing people. Unbelievable. Now I understand even the more white people are filing lawsuits, why people are locking down. They're not playing with him. Mary Ann Lorient, I hope she sees this. Don't give him any room to even breathe if he threatens you, because this is the history. This is the pattern of behavior I wanted you all to see. This is the pattern of behavior I wanted you all to see when it comes to Umar. This is why Mary Ann Lorient did the right thing by reporting him to the local authorities. This is why. Look how he has done this in the past to multiple people in one video. And then talk about pulling up. So make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. What's going on, Duke Johnson? I appreciate you calling grown man girl is an insult from a scholar. Wow, exactly. All of this because he didn't like the videos. That's all this comes down to. See you later. Thank you so much, y'all. We'll be back on. We'll be doing a watch party. We got to talk about Candace because she's crazy too. All right. And then until the next one, y'all hit the like button. Thank you so much. And I will see you all soon. Deuces.